we don't have access to reproductive health.
Now, have you ever had an abortion?
No, I haven't. And, you know, and I'm torn because it's like, you know, I know a lot of women who have gone through abortion, and it's almost like a rite of passage to womanhood.
Right.
And it's like that's something that I'm denied and that I will never be able to experience.
Nobody denied you shit, bro. You are a man, for crying out loud.
But it's I mean, definitely not a prerequisite to have an abortion, but it is a rite of passage in certain ways.
Right. So how do you cope with? Have you talked to your therapist about this or anything like that, or are there support communities where other women who aren't able to have an abortion can kind of? Is there a community that you can find solace in?
It is a small one, but it's nothing organized.
You know, at times when I sit down and start asking myself so many questions like, where were their parents? Were they not raised by their dads? What was missing? Were their parents not there? So many questions are going through my head. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's jump straight into it.
And it's more of like a one online that you just talk to your friends with. But
Sir, I fear you might be too old to be doing this on the internet. Also, how did you get that face? Honest question.
But Americans are not struggling. You know, this is the worst platform. Who put this stage up here? This is the worst. The frickin' place is falling down. I notice it keeps tilting further left. Like too many other things. What a crappy contractor this.
Roasting woke people without the president? I would never.
I hate asking the internet for help, but please, I need your help.
Well, admitting you need help is the first step to solving your problem, but I don't think you're asking for the right kind of help.
Move out of my studio because my landlord was harassing me. My cat was getting tased.
Where did you live? Springfield, Ohio?
It was because I had to evacuate because the wrong side of the internet literally hunted me down.
Aw, you had to evacuate because people said mean things to you on the internet? Don't talk to Floridians about evacuations right now.
This summer, and I literally lost everything. I lost everything, including my own sanity.
I hate to break it to you, but your mental health has been going downhill for a minute.
I can't get out of this on my own, and I don't know how to get out of this hole that I'm in.
This one I can help with. Go get a job. Yeah, you want to know how to get out of your financial rut and like earn a place to live? Just go get a job.
Tired of breaking down, and I can't.
Yeah, I relate to being tired. You can still hear it in my voice, actually. About 2 weeks ago, I went to work super sick for a 10-hour shift because I don't want to live in my car. So I did what I had to do and took myself to a job that I go to every day so that I have a place to live.
Thank you.
All this drama could be done while making my coffee, mate.
CRFI. If you're like many women, you've been to a birthday party or a small office gathering, an event that's meant to bring people together. There's swinging tunes, some adult beverages, and good convo. And then it comes time to cut the cake, and someone decides to ruin everything.
Oh my God, that slice is huge. That slice is bigger than Beyonce's paycheck. Can you cut me half of that?
A cake-related fat-phobic incident, or CRFI, is that moment when it's time to eat delicious cake and it's interrupted by a moralizing impulse. Inevitably, there's always someone at the party who has to declare publicly that their slice is too large and that the person who's cutting the cake, almost invariably a woman, must do some disproportionate amount of labor in order to accommodate their need to feel superior. Let's take a look.
Can you do a little bit? Just like,
can you like scrape all the frosting off and cut it in half and give me 2 forks because I'm sharing?
small, like a little bit more, like tiny, no, like less than what you're smaller, please.
Could you just cut my piece into 12 equal symmetrical little pieces and put each one into a tiny little Tupperware so that I can have a bite for each month of 2018? Thanks.
Smaller.
Let's take a step back and view what's happening through a critical feminist lens. CRFIs typically happen in environments where there are primarily or exclusively women. Women are disproportionately negatively affected by diet culture because diet culture maps onto sexism. Like many parts of diet culture, there is a significant performance component. You have to show others that you are being good. Controlling how much you eat is part of what it means to be a, quote, good woman. This kind of behavior is a way for people to keep other people in check through food moralizing, surveillance, and policing. These are the mechanisms that are at the core of diet culture and weight control. The idea that you can position yourself as superior to others through self-control and self-denial is super sexist. CRFIs have a history of creating a hierarchy among women and ultimately in maintaining misogynist expectations.
Nope, it wasn't satire. This is an actual educational video from the left. That's San Francisco's weight czar, Virgie Tozar. Just say you love cake and overeat. It's fine, really. I have been asked to deliver a message to my body positivity girlies.
This is just a friendly reminder that it's not your PCOS, it's not your cortisol, and it's not your carbohydrate intolerance that's preventing you from losing weight. It's your elbow. Every time your elbow bends, your mouth opens. Now those things absolutely have an impact on the game, but they do not change the rules of the game, that you need to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. I love you.
Yeah, what he said.
Here's a little hack to stop your parents from misgendering you this holiday season. So say you're at a family event and your parents misgender you in front of everyone. Simply release all of the piss in your body onto the floor. Start pissing on the floor. Start shitting on the floor. And when your family's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just go, my parents never taught me how to piss in the toilet, so I have to piss and shit on the carpet, and all the carpet's covered in piss, and all the couches are covered in shit, and I can't have roommates because they say I'm too stinky to live with because my parents never taught me how to piss or shit in the toilet. Your parents will think it's far more embarrassing to have a child that can't piss in the toilet than one that's transgender. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. But the question is, after doing all this, does it change the fact that you're still a man who's trying to be a woman? And don't get me wrong, you might think that you're punishing your parents, but you're just punishing yourself.
I'm really scared. This is not a drill.
As most of you know, I work at a gym here in the city. And today, one of our members went up to one of my coworkers and told them that they were uncomfortable with the man who looks like a woman being in the dressing room. And in lieu of these election results, people are feeling way more bold. I had to step away from the front desk after they told me, because I'm spiraling. I feel alone and I feel like nobody can understand how it feels. I already feel weird enough going into the dressing room. Like mad imposter syndrome, like I don't belong there. I don't know what to do.
So, you stepped away from the front desk to a crying corner in the gym to lament about how they don't want you in women's private spaces because you are a grown man. Imposter syndrome. It's not a syndrome, it's a reality.
I'm gonna make this quick, I don't wanna waste anybody's time, but I think the reason that you are so uncomfortable in my presence, the reason that you dislike me so much, is because you put me on a pedestal. You took one look at me, you saw everything that I brought to the table, and you made the decision to let that make you feel inadequate. That's not on me, Pookie.
Now show me this desert table, Pookie.
These students are protesting their school's anti-LGBT policy. Their school is a private, non-profit Christian university. Their parents are spending $56,000 for them to throw a tantrum on stage at their graduation ceremony because this Christian school refuses to push that religion. If they wanted to go to a school that pushed that religion so bad, why didn't you just drop out in the 4 years that you were attending and go to a government-sponsored community college?
To be honest, man, woke culture really scares me. From their appearance, how they dress, whatever they believe in. I don't know where they get all these thoughts from. And even to make matters worse, they're always defending things that are not even making sense at all. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and let's meet on the next one. I'm done crazy.